All right, so here's our second installment of dividing fractions by whole numbers. So in this case, our problem is that Gavin, Seth, and Xavier equally are sharing a third of a candy bar. So the question is, what fraction of the candy bar do each of them receive if they're sharing this third equally? Okay, so at this point, you know what I'm about to say. You should write down your number model first. And in this case, since they are starting with a third of a candy bar, I'm going to write that down, and we're dividing that between the three of them. Okay, so between three friends. So a third divided by 3, and I'm going to set that equal to C for candy. Okay, and once again, if we had written this the opposite way, it's very important to think about order because once again, we do not want to divide people. Okay, so we want to get rid of that notion. So to set this up, once again, I'm going to draw a rectangle. Okay, in this case, this is representing my candy bar. And what are we starting out with? Well, we're starting out with a third of a candy bar. Okay, so I'm going to divide my candy bar into 3 columns. And I'm starting with a third, so I'm going to shade that in. Okay, from here, I want you to pause, take a second, see if you can figure out what fraction of the candy bar they'll each receive. All right, so in this case, if there are 3 of them, there are 3 friends that are sharing this, I'm going to divide horizontally once again into 3 rows. Okay, so I should have 3 columns to start with because I had a third of a candy bar to start with, and I divide into 3 rows because there are 3 friends that are sharing. Now I have 3 separate parts for each of the friends to take. So the question is, what is each of these parts worth? Okay, so in this case, there are 9 total parts. That means that each friend is going to get a 1/9 of the candy bar. Okay, and I'm going to take it a step further here, so congratulations if you got that answer. I'm going to take it a step further. Let's go ahead and check and make sure that we have found the correct answer. So if we found the correct answer, we should be able to check this with multiplication. So if they'll each get a 1/9 of the candy bar, I should be able to multiply 1/9 times 3 wholes, or 3 over 1, and arrive with what I started with my 1/3. So if I multiply this straight across, 1 times 3 is 3, 9 times 1 is 9, so I get 3/9. Okay, if I simplify this, 3/9 is also equivalent to 1/3, which is what I started out with. So that's how I know that my answer is indeed correct.